Hello everybody and welcome to a brand new series featuring the Create mod with me, SnoopyDoodle. We are starting a brand new world. We have a book with us and it is for the Biomes mod I got installed. This is going to be a modded series. I'm actually just going to chuck that off to the side because I don't want to use it. And we're just going to get started by punching trees, the same as normal Minecraft, but now we just have to go through and try to learn all these new mods, and this is a nice biome, but I'm going to try not to get too distracted. We're just going to start powering through this early game and get into the create mod. So I will see you guys once I've gotten some tools and I can actually start getting some create stuff. Alright, seems that there's plenty of creepers in this spawn. But if you hit them at the right moment, right before they explode, and then back up, you can get far enough away from them so that they don't really damage you. So that's a plus. A skeleton knight here, on the other hand, might be an issue. So we're just gonna take our iron and leave. Alright, so we want to start looking right away to get someplace settled down so we can set up a mine, go down and dig stuff for the create mod, and just in general see a sign which usually points towards a village in modded, so might check that out. Looks like it's pointing this way? I don't know. I can't tell, but I see a ship, which is something new. It's part of the mods that I installed. There's a pillager outpost over here, and then ocean monument here. So, lots of structures around us. I'm going to make a shield, because as you saw with the creepers, there's plenty of them around. I'm also going to make a bucket, and then I don't know what to do with the other two pieces of iron. I think I might save it until I have one more piece for a pickaxe. But yeah, so we'll check out this sign and see. Ooh, some sheep, so we can make a bed too. See if there's any more around here. It's hard to see with all these flowers, but here's one. Just need one more. If they could come out, that'd be great. $800 blocks, 1,000 blocks that way. I don't know if that's worth it. Here we go. Alright, so now make the bed, and then we don't have to spend our first night on this world fighting to survive. We can just sleep through it. Looks like there's TNT on board and a few other things, but I don't know if it's going to be worth it to try to take this early. Looks like a spawner up there, so I think it's a bad move to try to take it on completely. At least until we have some sort of setup where we can survive. Get some armor, some good weapons, a decent tool, maybe some minecart contraptions that we can actually steal the spawners and then make an XP grinder out of them. Because that is possible in Create. Alright, we're in a boat. We're coming back up to that pillager outpost. I don't think it's going to spawn any of them. Oh, well, there's a spawner there, so never mind. We're going to leave that alone, I guess. And we're going to keep going. I think I see another boat up here. So I'm going to see if there's like a good forest or something nearby there. Looks like we have a birch forest here. Check the map and see what's around. Birch forest next to a jungle, next to spruce trees. Explore around this area for a little bit. Oh, that's got spawners too. Jeez, looks like everything has spawners. Find cage. What's that for? Discover the cage dungeon. Guess that's the cage dungeon? Well, we're going to keep moving in this direction. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up my base in this flat area up here where this X is marked, and then we can start getting set up. Now that I've got a little bit of a base set up, I'm going to start playing around with the create mod. Here I've got a water wheel, which the more water that's flowing on each side of the contraption, the more rotational force will be applied. So I'm going to bury it in the ground like this, and I'm going to grab one of these shafts and bring it up. Now I'm going to bring it up into a millstone so I can grind down different items. I'm going to switch this out later, but for now I'm going to use a millstone to try to grind up some flowers to get some different colored dyes. So I went out, grabbed some flowers. Now I just have to pop it in there, if I can jump up there, and then it'll grind the flower down, and there'll be a 10% chance of getting lime colored dye, which is what I need to get super glue. And then I can use that super glue to glue stuff together and make larger contraptions. So here, make another water wheel because I'm going to make a crop farm with create that's going to be automatic. And so I'm going to well, I actually didn't need to, I need to lower it down one, but yeah, so it's going to automatically rotate around, and it's going to harvest everything automatically, and that'll be really nice for just having a steady source of food. So we're going to take the water wheel again, and we're going to give it some rotational power like that. Bury it again, because I think it just looks better if it's all covered away. We're going to get some more of the shafts. We got to get some andesite alloy, turn it into shafts, bring it up by one. We're going to leave a space right there, and we're going to need a mechanical bearing to throw in there, and that's going to spin around, and that's what's going to move the whole contraption. Next we take some planks, and we just got to put it out in an area that is just as long as all the crops are. So we got to remove some of these crops. I'll fix that. Then you take some super glue that we got earlier, and you connect all those blocks together. Then you need to get some mechanical harvesters, and you need to take it and put it on the front side. This is actually the back side, but you need to put it on the front side. But I actually need some more materials before I go ahead and have all the materials to make the mechanical harvesters. So I'll be right back. Alright, so we managed to get the harvesters and put them on there, and now the mechanical bearing's spinning around, and you can see it's harvesting up all the crops as they grow. But we gotta hold this area and replace the crops. And the only way we can actually access the contents of that chest are going to be if we stop the machine, which I don't really want to do. So we're gonna have to get some more items and turn it into something that will drop off the items automatically. Alright, so now that I've got a steady crop food source, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to find a way to make a better mining system, because going down into the mine is a little bit tedious. So I've got all these components here, and I'm going to use these mechanical drills. So 25 drills just like that. Spend some time gathering up the resources. So now what we're going to do is we're going to build a 5x5 drilling contraption that we can pick up and move throughout the world and just dig a 5x5 hole anywhere that we want. Alright, so I've gone a little ways away from my base. I finally got all the materials I needed to build this drilling machine, and what we're going to do is we're going to just build it out, and then hopefully it works. And then we don't have to go down mining anymore. Well, maybe. Let's look for something specific. But hopefully this will do the job for us a little easier. Alright, now all these are glued together. And now I'm going to set this one here, except for different. Like that. Alright. Now I just put a gear shift on it, like that. Throw a lever, like that. Alright, so now we got this stuff going, and we just need a vertical gearbox and a horizontal one, like that. And now a windmill bearing can go up here. And then we can get our sails attached. Alright, now we've installed the cart assembler, and we just have to glue everything together. Alright, looks like it's all glued together, hopefully, and we will try to get it to work. Alright, first attempt, we're going to do that, and now like this. It's not working. Something happened. Alright, I figured it out. It's because I had to right click that. Now it's all being powered very slowly. Alright, so I'm going to let this thing run for a little bit. It's very slow. We gotta get way more sails on this thing. But for now, it'll work. Okay, so I've made some upgrades. I now have the contraption right here. As you guys can see, I've added a lot more sails and a little bit more storage. And now I just have to power this one. Oops. Oh, I gotta turn on this again. I forgot. It spins way faster, and it also works a lot faster. It still works a little slowly, though, for my liking. So I think what we're gonna end up doing is we're gonna get a rotational speed controller, I think it's called. I'm not sure. But we'll have to get that so that we can crank up the speed and drop it down to the bottom of the world like really fast. But we've done enough playing around with Create for a little bit. I think it's time to finally start on our starter house. So I'm going to head back over to our base over there and get started on that. Okay, so it's been a little bit since the last recording, and we've done the mining machine, and we've expanded out our storage a little bit, done some more mining. Now I think it's about time that we start our starter base, which is going to be right here. I've already laid out the design for it, gone and collected some materials for it, and we're just going to get started on it. Okay, so we've managed to finish our little cottage house thing. Well, we still have a couple of panes of glass, but at least now we have a place to stick all of our storage. We gotta still decorate it, but that won't be too hard. And then after that, then we'll just start doing some more create stuff, build a create barn. But yeah, so that's probably gonna do it for this episode. I'm gonna decorate it off camera because I'm not good at it, and then we'll see you guys in the next episode. Have a good one.